Hello everyone, today we're going to be discussing our personal top 5 saddest moments from the movies only.
Of Star Wars.
So that includes Rogue One and Solo, if those happen to be in our lists.
That's right!
So, these are our personal top 5s. Your personal list may be completely different. Alright, why don't you start with your number 5? We're going to do from our least to our most, but these are all sad.
Number 5 saddest moment in Star Wars movie is when Yoda becomes one with the Force and passes to the other side of the Force.
Whatever that may be. That is a very sad moment.
It's sad because we had just barely met Yoda at that
point. We got no time with him really. And Luke goes there to complete his training.
And think about all the things that Luke learned when he met Yoda.
He learned a lot.
He learned a lot about himself.
Yoda was more of a mentor for Luke than Obi-Wan was, I would say.
If you think about if you were to compare and contrast what Luke learned from Obi-Wan and what he learned from Yoda, what did he learn? Who did he learn most from?
Oh, Yoda. And it's sad because he's like, you'll be the last of the Jedi.
The last Jedi.
Pass on what you learned, and then he disappears in the music. That's actually my number 5 too.
Really?
Yes, that's my number 5 too.
Wow.
I think it's a scene that stays with you.
And then, Luke, he's devastated. He's like, you can't die.
Yeah.
How old was he? 900 something years?
I think he says when 900 years old you reach, look as good you will not.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you eat a stick.
Just eating the stick to keep you young?
Yeah.
Secret.
I always wonder what Yoda looked like when he was 10.
He probably was, who knows.
Because if we were alive till we were 900, maybe we would look like Yoda. Maybe we'd have so many diseases that our skin turns green.
Well, it's definitely a sad moment. And the music
sad.
And the lighting. All right. That's my number 5 too, so I guess I don't really need to go into my number 5. So your number 4 is?
My number 4 is in The Last Jedi, the scene we were shown where Luke tries. Not tries. I wouldn't say tries, but he feels
tempted
to kill Ben Solo.
His nephew.
Yeah, to me that's
a little
disturbing.
Put yourself in Kylo Ren's position. If you saw that, that's terrifying.
And the consensus with most Star Wars fans, they would say Luke would not ever do that.
But everyone is tempted by the dark side sometimes.
He wouldn't want to kill. He didn't want to kill his father. He wanted to turn to the light. So why all of a sudden Luke wants to kill his nephew? That's just sad. What's going on in Luke's life that
he's probably training all these kids, and he's just worried about a whole another empire that he just got so worried.
And what was he seeing in Ben Solo that would make him want to even do that? Maybe they should have shown us whoa, how horrible was he that he felt like he needed to get rid of him? What was
in his mind, or what was Snoke putting in his mind?
Maybe it was Snoke. You know what? Because Snoke always wanted to go after
Kylo, I guess. We don't really know
Luke too.
Much. Yeah, we don't know too much, but it's still sad.
It is sad. What's yours?
Okay, my number 4 doesn't really make a lot of sense. But my number 4 saddest moment is the very end of Return of the Jedi. Right when they begin the celebration with the Ewoks of the destruction of the Empire. That part's just sad to me for some reason. When they're there's the fireworks on Endor, and they're all singing.
Sad?
That's sad to me. It's really sad to me for some reason. And the music is just sad. Oh. And then Luke sees the Force ghosts. Tape on the table. Luke sees the Force ghosts of Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Yoda, and then everyone's hugging. I don't know. It's really sad to me. That's why I said it's a weird.
Does it feel like it's an incomplete end?
No. Even before the sequel trilogy, that always just felt like a sad scene to me for some reason. It makes me feel I don't know, it's a weird feeling. It's always made me kind of sad. I know a lot of people see it as a happy ending, but I see a sad for some reason. I don't know if maybe it's the music.
Maybe it's just the 80s.
It's,
Filmography confuses.
I don't know. Everyone seems so happy they went through so much, and maybe it's just sad because they lose so much. But even now, it's more sad because that celebration means nothing now because now there's a first order, so it's all kind of for nothing.
That's true.
You have this great happy celebration, but now it's for nothing. So it's sadder now to me.
Yeah. So, like, did they, like, because in the originals, it was just on Endor. And then they show in these new ones all the different planets are celebrating. Like, who spread word that they blew up the Death Star or whatever?
I don't know.
That quickly, that they all had fireworks going at the same
I
time.
know everyone in the world's like celebrating.
It's like Happy New Year. Like, everybody was, like, doing fireworks at the same time.
Maybe people on other planets could see the Death Star exploding and stuff like that, and I'm sure news spread. We don't know how, like, I don't know. Even seeing the other planets celebrate, it's always sad to me. It's not even happy at all.
Maybe you just don't like celebrations.
No, it's not that. It just leaves me feeling kind of weird and empty. Maybe because it's the ending of a trilogy.
Well, yeah.
And maybe it was so sad for me even before.
Because it's the end.
It's the end of Star Wars.
Era.
It used to, even before the sequels, it just felt like the end of everything Star Wars. So I guess that's why it made me sad. It felt like that was the end of it.
Okay.
Okay, number 3 for you.
When little Rey was left on deck, she was so sad. She's little, and they just left her.
I don't know why.
And she's for years just been looking for her family. That's sad.
That's true. She's just waiting,
And
depressed.
you know, the thing about Rey that I like is somebody who's been through something like that, they could choose to be resilient and get over their obstacles and the things they've been through. Or they could just turn out to be an awful, mean person.
She turned out good
where
and caring.
they turn to the dark side or whatever. She didn't do that.
She's very similar to Obi-Wan in that way because Obi-Wan lost the teen, he lost Anakin, he lost Qui-Gon. He even sat right next to Padme dying. So she's kind of similar to Obi-Wan.
I don't know what like Obi-Wan's childhood was like if he was left on a planet.
No, but Rey, that's hard for Rey. To be
abandoned by your parents
or parental figures
and left to basically
die.
scavenge your way through life and not become an angry, bitter person. Rey is teaching us a lesson that you work with what you have, basically.
Stay strong.
And don't be resentful. You know, your story is your story, and do good with it, like Rey does. But it's one of the saddest moments, but it makes Rey who she is.
Even you see her life in the desert, she's just sad.
Yeah. What's yours?
My number 3, and I think this is on your list later on. My number 3 is Shmi Skywalker dying, and Anakin having to like hold her there.
Well, I mean,
you can wait till your number because it's a different number than mine.
Do I have anything to add to that?
It's just sad because Anakin finally gets to see his mom again, and she finally gets to see him again, and then she dies.
Devastating.
And she's like,
an example. What did Anakin do after that?
He killed all the sand people because he couldn't do anything about it. He became angry.
So that goes to show you can choose.
Yeah, just like you said about Rey.
You can choose what you want to do with yourself when you go through something like that's devastating. You could choose to become resentful and hateful, or you could choose just to be understanding to the situation. And that's what Star Wars teaches us, and that's what I love about Star Wars, because it's very applicable to real life.
Even fictional.
Even though it's fictional, and it is very applicable to real life.
I just hope Shmi had a good life with that Kliega guy and her stepson.
Better than, I think...
That's better than being a slave, And she did so much for Anakin. She chose letting him be a Jedi because that was better than being a slave.
What was she doing?
So she was,
out looking
She was picking mushrooms on that girl on the moisture evaporators, and the sand people came and stole her.
Oh, that's sad.
Well, at least she got to have a, husband and things like that. Live more of life. But it's just sad.
Number 2. Oh, I forgot something. But oh well, that's from a different movie.
You know, we can do a bonus moments.
When Kylo kills his father.
Han's an icon.
I don't want to like bash acting of certain people during that scene, but it's still sad.
Yes, it is. Cause not Kylo, but Han's like, come back, son, please. We just want you back, son.
It's sad that Kylo was so absorbed by Snoke and the darkness,
so controlled by Snoke,
that he felt like he had to kill his father in order to become more powerful. That's what's sad. And his father didn't, basically just gave himself to his son to kill him, and that's just sad, It's sad. But,
It made him weaker, yeah, and it's sad.
Like what Kylo thinks that's gonna make him stronger, but actually it makes him weaker, probably.
Kind of like how Luke says in Last Jedi, like, I'll always be with you, like your father.
I think you'll see that in the next movie, that event actually is his downfall.
You know what's sad, too, is Chewie's reaction there.
Yeah.
How hard is that for Chewbacca?
That's his best friend for so long.
Mm-hmm.
And Rey was sad, too.
Even though she knew the guy, she was, like, the closest thing to
And then it's just, like...
he wants to help Rey, I think, in that moment. He wants to just be, like, the supporting, like, arm on the shoulder around you. My number 2 is, like, the ending of Rogue One when everyone basically dies. It's sad because you're in...
Oh, you know what? In addition to that, when Jen's father died, I cried when I saw that. Because she hadn't seen her father all of her life either. And when she finally sees him in his face, he's dead. That's devastating.
Yes. Anyways, it's sad that you're introduced to these new characters and you, like, slowly start to love them just as much as the other movies, and then they all die. Like, it gets to me the most, like, when they're just, like, on the beach hugging each other, and they're like, well, we're dying.
That's it.
And it makes you hate...
How many people cried when they saw that? Come on.
Sometimes I cried it more when I saw it in home than in the theater. But...
Are you sad that was the end of their story?
Yeah, they were good characters.
That's not fair.
And they were good characters. Well, I guess... Ugh. It's sad. Like, you're introduced these new characters, and then they die, and then it makes you hate the Empire for doing that. And then, like, seriously, every character that you're introduced into that movie dies. K2SO, and then Chirrut.
Everybody.
Baze. The blind guy Chirrut. Yeah.
I love that character.
And then he's saying, I'm one with the Force. The Force is
I
with me.
loved that character. Come on.
And then he dies.
Yeah.
And then his friend dude is like, it's okay. And then he dies.
He dies.
And then Bodhi, the pilot, he dies. And then Jin and... They all die.
They all die. I don't know. It's like Lost, okay? You watch the show, and then you find out at the end they're all dead. It's just sad.
At least you got more time with those characters.
That's true.
And then Scarif explodes like that. And you're like, well, great. And then all those pilots that came in are all, like, dead, too.
Yeah.
They were
sad.
They're more heroes.
Sad.
All right. Your number 1.
My number 1 is when Anakin's mom died.
Yeah, so I guess we kind of already went on.
I think that was really sad. I don't know.
Like, we already talked about that.
Yeah,
so.
we already talked about it, okay.
All right.
Bonus sads?
Let me go with my number 1, and then we'll talk about bonus sads.
Oh, okay, that's right.
My number 1 moment... I had to drink some coffee because this is a mouthful. And I think a lot of people might agree with me here.
When Jar Jar Binks becomes senator?
No, Order 66.
Oh yeah, Anakin killing all the
Anakin
younglings.
killing all the
I forgot that.
Anakin killing all the younglings.
How sad is it when George Lucas's son gets killed?
George Lucas's son, all the other Jedi, and then like Obi-Wan falling off the lizard dying, and all those Jedi.
George Lucas didn't even save his own son in his story. Well,
if you don't know what I'm talking about, George Lucas' son plays that Jedi next to Bell Organa. Like,
that's sad too.
Like
I forgot about that.
You know, it goes through like those different Jedi Masters dying, kind of like we have like Plo Koon He's the one that you don't really like in the face. You don't like the way
Wait,
he's...
what? Who?
I'm just talking about how they show the different
Who's
Jedi.
Plo
Plo Koon. He's the one with that face you don't like.
Oh, that has like
The mask on, the breathing mask. And he's got like the wrinkly face. I'm just saying that fact that we have to see all these different Jedi get shot down by the clones. It's sad.
Yeah.
And then they shoot that one girl over and over and over and over and over again. Like, why?
Why?
We just go to the different planets and see all the clones killing them.
Yeah, I think most people when they first saw that scene cried.
It's sad.
The Jedis were getting killed.
Depending on my mood, that makes me cry still.
Yeah.
Depending on my mood.
And then Yoda looked, and then
Yoda's like, my heart.
When it really grabs at your tears, when Yoda's like, oh my gosh.
He's like, oh, I feel it. He's like, I feel all my friends. And then, the little kid's like, Master Skywalker, there's too many of us.
That's sad.
Yeah, so that's my number one saddest moment. It's just a lot.
Anakin, or then Darth Vader.
And Palpatine. Those people messed up. Palpatine messed up everyone's lives.
Palpatine is
the biggest baddie.
Yeah, he is. Look what he did.
That's my top one moment.
Not secrets. Bonuses?
Bonuses.
Okay. How sad is it when Leia kissed her brother?
That's just sad.
Don't kiss your siblings. That's disgusting.
He's embarrassing.
And
I know she didn't know, but jeez.
But no! She said, I always knew at the end.
I don't know, but I've always knew.
I always knew, and that's why I kissed you. Gross. No.
You know what bonus sad scene is like that? When that random Ewok dies and the other Ewok is like, what's
that
wrong?
made me cringe. When he rolls over and he's dead and he's pushing his friend.
He's like, wake up!
And it's so sad. No one wants to see the Ewoks get shot.
No, but they're wanting to eat stormtroopers. Who cares?
Nobody.
Qui-Gon.
Qui-Gon when he got
when he got stabbed.
But what about when Darth Maul got his legs chopped up?
He just sat there.
Oh gosh, I feel bad for him.
I know he doesn't die though, but that's not sad to me.
Darth Maul had a very sad life.
Alright, no, I'm gonna say my bonus moment was when Qui-Gon died. Also, Padme. She deserved a better ending than that.
Why?
You don't die from being sad, first of all.
Could you give her
a reason?
Better death reason?
That's one problem is...
maybe Anakin did kill her. Say that.
Can you say she's having, breathing problems?
Maybe she underwent some trauma to her
whole
vascular system, and now she's dying.
They didn't... That was, dumb to say that she's dying because she's sad. They could have actually put a real medical reason and made it make more sense, but...
Maybe those robots are just not very good.
Maybe they couldn't figure out... Maybe they couldn't figure out why, so they're just, blaming human emotions on it. But that's sad, because then she, names her kids.
Would you trust a robot to be your doctor?
I don't think so.
How come people in Star Wars, can't be doctors, why does it have to be robots?
I think there's some medical assistants, like that lady in Force Awakens who's checking up Chewie, but I think droids would maybe be cheaper. No, but that's sad. Any other bonus moments? Bonus sad scenes.
Wow, we're already talking for 18 minutes about sad things.
The whole Star Wars movie is sad.
Only, right?
Yeah, the movies only. Never could talk about animated series another time. I don't really have any sad moments in A New Hope.
When Boba Fett falls into the pit.
How about when Boba Fett sees his dad's head get cut off?
Or himself's head cut off?
No, he sees his dad fall down even though
that's not his dad, it's him.
It's so weird. Yeah, his dad
it's his head cut off. That's even worse.
He's gonna look in the mirror and he's older and he's scared.
It's is that gonna happen to me?
I don't really have any moments in A New Hope. Luke didn't even really show any emotion when Uncle Owen and Aunt Beru died. He just kind of sat there. And then when Alderaan blows up, which is sad for Leia, but they didn't put much music and emotion to that moment either. I don't get See, I don't have any sad scenes in A New Hope.
When the guy got shot at the bar, maybe? I don't know.
You mean sliced off? How about when Jabba never got something? Oh, I don't know like in Empire either. I don't get sad when Han gets frozen in carbonite, or it's like, I love you.
Yeah. This is gonna come back. I mean,
Yeah, you like know he's gonna come back.
I don't know.
You know, it's kind of sad in Solo when Kira like totally betrays Han and Han thinks she's gonna come, and also when Han and Kira are separated. That's kind of sad. And like Han shouting out Kira's name, like I'll come back. That's sad.
Yeah, they seem more in love than
You know what we're talking about.
Han and Leia.
They do, and I wonder if it was just that their acting skills portrayed it better, because he's like full on shouting, slamming on the doors. Come back! I'll come back for you. Sad.
That's all I think the sad I can think of. Oh, scary.
It's kind of sad in the fact that in Return of the Jedi, that Rancor just so like straight up beats that slave girl and she never gets saved.
Wait, what?
In Return of the Jedi, we have that slave dancer girl who gets eaten. Did you know she was originally on a storyline where she was saved, and they just decided to get her eaten instead?
Why do they want to do that to the girls?
I don't know. She was supposed to be saved anyway, and then she got eaten.
Girls should not be dying for no good reason in these movies.
Yeah. I don't think they have many in Last Jedi anymore or Force Awakens. That's kind of. I think that's it.
I think that's it. That's all.
So, I mean, give this video a like if Star Wars makes you sad and emotional, because Star Wars tugs at our heartstrings.
Give this a like if you have gone through something in your life and you find something in Star Wars relatable
that gives you
to that,
comfort.
and it's helped you get through that thing in your life.
Because Star Wars can, and don't let people make fun of you for that.
No. If you love Star Wars, keep loving Star Wars. You know, some people have football, some people have
Marvel.
rollerblading, some people
have sports, some people have books.
You know what?
Come on.
Yeah. If Star Wars is your thing, be proud and loud about it, okay? That's the moral of this story.
Subscribe for maybe some more future top fives from us.
Yes.
Thank you for watching, and may the Force be with you.
Have a nice day, morning, evening, whatever.